Welcome everyone to installment number 4 of our December Craft-a-Palooza. Today's quickie craft is this reindeer gift container. Of course you can use it as a decoration as well. Because this was a limited quantity, we're going to deconstruct this one to reconstruct this one. In your kit you will find some fuzzy antlers. You will find assorted colored cardstock. Some people got pink, aqua, gray, brown, white cardstock, black cardstock, some straws. I think you have extras in there in case you make a mistake. There should be some pom-poms, a glue dot. There are some pre-cut eyes, courtesy of our computer center. If you don't want to use them or you want to use the different style, you can refer to the pattern. And some of them have a few little rough edges, so you might need to neaten those up. I think the cutting blade was getting dull. And then there should be a little cello bag which will hold your treats, whatever you want to put inside the container. Okay, so to get started, the first thing you need to do, well, you can do this in any order. Let's do the pieces. You're going to cut out 4 pieces of cardstock. See, I left this one out to fit in the sides of the box. And so you will take your pattern and you're going to pre-cut each shape out, and you'll be cutting 2 of each. Now on the you can cut the fancy scalloped edge if you want, or if you want to do it simple like I did in this one, just cut a straight line. So it doesn't have to be complicated if you don't want it to be. So I pre-traced this one just using the gray, and then of course just cut it out. Need my specs. For the ears and the little white face contours, you can cut both at the same time. It's a little bit thicker because it's cardstock. And in the event that you have some pencil lines that you don't like the way they look, you can carefully trim them off or just put that on the inside so that doesn't show. Now when I did my pattern, I took this long straight edge just as a cheat and I lined it up like so to make sure I have one less edge to cut. But it is cut on an angle, so don't think that this part's going to be a square here, because it isn't. And then you just trim this. So you have 2 of the wider ones. One will be the face, and the 2 are just the sides. And basically, they just slip right in. I'll take my bag out, filled with delicious stuffing. And you can see inside of your little container, there are little protuberations there. So now this one you can see is a little snug. You can wedge it in there if you like, or because maybe I just didn't trace really well, I'm just going to trim a little bit off so it fits. Now yours will come, your containers have stickers on them from the store. You need to remove those, and if you want to rinse it out with some dish soap and water, you can do that as well to make sure it's ready to go. Make sure it's dry though. So then what you want to do is, here's how you're going to cut 2 of your, fold your white paper in half, trace your pattern after you've cut it out, and then I can cut 2 of these at the same time. I'm holding this closed and just cutting. Or you can do one at a time if you like. And then you're going to see how they line up, because they can't go this way. Well, there you go. The curve goes towards the inside. And then you'll just take your glue stick. You don't need a lot because the pressure inside holds it in place anyways. And now again, if I had pencil lines, I want to keep them on the glue side so that they don't show. Now you have an option here of whether you want the eyelashes or the happy eyes, which I have here. If you want them on the inside, go ahead and glue them right into position. Maybe he's sleeping, or she. So you can glue them on the cardstock and insert them inside, or you can glue them to the outside. So for this one, we'll just put them on the inside. And so I'm going to have them go right about here. Over. You can position them if you don't like the one you got in your kit. Like I said, there's a pattern, or you can make up your own face. That's always fun. Okay, so you're getting the reverse, and then that slips right in like this, and it's going to go in front of these little diagonal things. See, now look there's a little bow there, so I'm going to trim this one more time. Oh wait, it's my eye that might be sticking. Anyway, see, even the crafter has to make adjustments. Kind of a weird thing fitting in there. Alrighty. I mean, easy peasy. The next thing you want to do is make your antlers. And for that, I curled the ends of mine. You're just going to take a pen or a pencil. I will warn you, the edge is a little bit sharp there because this is wire. So you put your thumb on it, wrap it around. I'm pressing my thumb around the pencil and just wrapping it around, and then I can curl it. And they're all curling the same direction. On this one, they're all going to go this way. And then on the other one, they'll all go the other way. Like so. The next thing, there's straws. So you want to cut your straw. You're going to put cut your straw to the height that it will be behind the cardstock. So it's going to have to be a little lower. And just cut it with scissors, and then it slips right over the antler. If you got a lot of fluff, this one has a lot of fluff on it. I'm going to trim it so that the straw fits all the way up like that. And that just gives a rigid thing. And if it's still too tall, like this one's kind of fat in there, we'll just trim the straw a little more. Trim both the same. And then when you get it inside here, all you're going to do is you want to put it inside the little diagonal. I don't know if you can see this from this angle. There's a little protruberation there. You want to stick it in front of there. In front or the back. Watch, I'll take these out. And you just tape it in place then. Get your Scotch tape. This is really fast and easy. I know it doesn't sound like it, but... And then I'm just going to tape it. I will have both sides all in there, and then I'm just going to tape it. 1 or 2 pieces. Whatever you like. That's how you get the antlers in. Now, if you'll notice... Okay, so we'll stick the other one back in, which was taped in position. Said we're deconstructing this because there weren't more of these containers at the store. And the last thing you need to, the last 2 things you need to do is you need to do the ears. And again, there's my gray. Trace, cut, and these I just taped in. So then you'll take your ear and you'll fold it. I know I'm jumping back to pink. And then right here, you can add your glue. Now your antlers should already be in, and then you can kind of decide where you want these and just glue that down. They can be, you can have it off to the side on an angle a little bit if you like, but it's underneath and not right in front of the antler. Okay, the last thing to do is, so you've got all your sides, you've got your face, you've got your antlers taped in there. You need a nose. So you do have a couple choices. You want a black nose, you want a pink nose. So I went with a red nose. There's a little glue dot in your package. You just put it on, you can either put it on the front of this and stick the pom-pom on, or put it on the pom-pom and stick it on. And the very last thing, like I said, is fill your treat bag. I just tape mine closed instead of twisty tying it. Put your item in, and you're all set. That's it. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.